Rocky Mountain ATV MC coming on board. Oh, we got a autograph session going on right now? You need to find him. Oh, so I'm just here to get a hold of him. Oh, this is going to be a pleasure. Phil Nicoletti, where are you at? Filthy Phil, Dutchie from Moose is looking for you. You're supposed to be signing autographs.
I thought this was another Tyler Bowers calling.
Oh, really?
Yes, yesterday, really, hey, Tyler, we can't find you.
Oh, really? Then he hung out up here with us for like 4 hours, but he couldn't show up when he was supposed to. So Filthy Phil Nicoletti is supposed to be signing autographs at Moose Racing. We got the gate down on 4 to 6. But Raymond, awesome to have you guys involved. I know it makes racing so much easier for people to be able to get stuff that they need. I mean, they're going to use something or break something every weekend when they're racing and riding. And again, you got to get on the track 5 days later. That's where you guys really come in handy.
Oh, you bet. I mean, when I first started riding, I just rode with friends for fun, you know, and when my kids were little, that's all we did, and we hardly ever broke anything. I mean, you go through oil and whatnot, but no big deal. When I started racing, it was stupid. We're breaking stuff left and right. I mean, you know, I constantly need that source of parts. So
yeah, and the thing is, and this is what I experience, when you know exactly what it is that you need, it takes like, what, 4 minutes to go on the site, find it, order it. You could never drive to a shop and pick it up there. You might think, it'd be quicker if I just go get it on my own, but that's going to be an hour or 2 hour process. You guys, it's 4 minutes, this bolt I need, this brake lever, whatever it is, I got it set.
Our system remembers what you ride. So you leave your machines in there. You just go in. You know, I can go in as Ray Butts. It'll say, oh, your kid's riding 15 KTM 65 SX. It shows me everything for the bike, or I can break it down into categories. I mean, it shows everything, what size of gear he rides, everything.
Oh, that's a really good idea. That makes it that much simpler to decide, does this actually fit? Is this actually going to work on my bike? Sam Garrett, who was pretty strong in the first moto, gets your Bill Helmets whole shot here in Moto 2. Those are like whoops, those bumps back there. Waiting on Conagar. Is that up to the #1 spot already, your first moto winner, Sean?
Yes, it is.
Man, that did not take long. So there he is on the number 70, working his way over the Rocky Mountain. I said we got to put whoops in there, and then we got to have the Rocky Mountain and the Rocky Mountain Rockers. Oh, a little mistake. We got a battle on our hands.
Yes, we do. It looks like number 32 is creeping up on behind me a little bit. That's Christopher Ramirez.
All right, so a battle on our hands with the 70 and the 32 as we go to the beach area. Hey, Ray, do you have the giant Polaris Razor with you this year? I haven't seen you cruising around. What happened?
You know, this year my little guy busted his collarbone, so rather than drive the motorhome out, I just threw in a plane ticket, jumped in, and flew out here and left everything at home. So, but
no
next
racing
year,
this year. No racing this
no
year.
racing this year.
But you'll be back.
Oh yeah.
How disappointed was he to not be here?
Oh, super disappointed. I mean, it breaks a dad's heart when your kid comes up and he can't, finish the race. And yeah, it's tough.
Oh, all right. Well, that's cool, though, that you definitely have the full racing experience. You know exactly what it's like having a kid that raced out here last year, will race here next year.
Oh, yeah.
Conagar still in the lead. Garrett with your whole shot close to him. Kyle Bourne third. Brazen Deaver and Drew Adams. That's your top 5. Got Ray Butts from Rocky Mountain ATVMC.com. They are our title sponsor for the event. And Conagar is getting away. Like we said, the number 70 won the first moto. He's out of Marysville, Pennsylvania on the Cobra, backed by Allegiant Motorsports, Sick MX, Bell Helmet, Scott Goggles, Motocross Vests, Liat, and Dunlop. Just talk real quick about 1 second here. Hold on. I gotta get on this radio. Hang on, give me a second.
And right now it looks like Sam Garay just going through the track. You know, he's heading out to back towards Story Lane and everything. And these guys are just really handling the track good. You know, we saw the older divisions out there right now, the previous moto, and now we have the younger guys, 4 to 6. You know, and they're just doing great out there, handling these bumps and all these, obstacles and jumps. Just great.
It is amazing. I mean, if you thought about the size of jump to your big bike, what these guys are running through. I'd probably, lose control of certain regions. So I'd be a scared dog trying to do what they do.
Yeah, a lot of these braking bumps right now are the same size as their wheels, so it just kind of just swallows them up when they hit it. If you just see them as they come around the beach section towards the Rocky Mountain.
They don't know better yet to be as scared as you were talking about. They don't know.
No doubt.
Yeah, this is just awesome right now. I had a really cool roundtable discussion on Tuesday night over at the Team Green, and Mitch Payton was like, we like to say that up until about 16, 17 years old, they just have kid power. We don't encourage the guys to have crazy diets or anything like that. Try not to eat junk food too much. But when you're a kid, you can do it. You don't need to actually really train in the same way that you do when you're into your 20s. These kids just go for it. I mean, they probably are tired at the end of the moto, but I don't think they're exhausted an hour later. They're probably just
they're down at the
back
creek
around.
just hanging out, playing around with their friends.
Yeah, bounce back in 15 minutes, and they're on a BMX bike,
That's right.
And here they come around for the lap too, so nothing's changed in your top three. Still Canaguire. So something did change. Because at first we had Canaguire in the lead, and then Garreau was in second. But now Garreau's in first, Canaguire's in second, and Kyle Bourne is rounding out your top three.
We're going to bring in more special guests. Ray, thanks for stopping by. We're going to have the Yamaha people up here. We'll have a bike demo, by the way, this afternoon as Sam Garrett continues the lead. Swing on by. You're good.
Well,
Ray,
thanks
for
everybody.
stopping by. Huh?
Yep, we'll talk to you later.
All right, Ray Butts, that beard you see on the man, that's what you're actually riding over on that big mountain over there. All right, so we've got Yamaha folks here. This is going to be really cool. This is the only demo ride we had. That was always a tradition here at the ranch. You got to swing all the way around. That's the only demo we have this year is the Yamaha folks. That was a tradition usually for some of the pros and factory riders to come and ride the latest and greatest equipment. It used to be next year's equipment, but let's be honest. The bikes come out so early now. It's the current year's bikes now. Throw the headset on as we're watching Garrett. Canaguire, your first moto winner.
He dropped back to second.
Yeah. So Garrett's got the lead. We got to watch this one. So Garrett, second, I believe, in the first moto. Let's look up the 52. Yeah, this is for the championship, essentially. You could look at a 1-1, 2-2, or a 1-2-1-2. And
then they'll be going in tied. So, the third moto is the tiebreaker for these guys.
So the rider you're watching on the RacerTV.com screen right now, if you're at home or wherever you might be watching, this is 52. Ooh, clips that jump.
Short right there.
Ooh.
So,
it's a Yamaha day. We're going to have some riders out there putting the 2016 bikes to the paces. And like I was saying, it used to be they're riding next year's bikes, but nowadays the bikes get out so darn early. It's really this year's bikes. 2016s, we've seen them. We know you guys have made some improvements. You got to be happy with what you have for 2016.
Yeah, improvements were basically for performance, smoothing out the power, the suspension. And Phil Nicoletti's going to get right here in a little bit.
Yep.
And we'll have Aaron Plessinger, who was here last year, graduated to the pro class, so he'll be out here in a little bit also riding around on the new units, and we can see him in action. Some of the performance changes with the 450, we actually added launch control, and it's an active launch control, so it's reading through the ECU and regulating the power. It doesn't just cut it off, it regulates it. So if you've got good traction, the line's real sticky and that fudge type stuff, you can, it's going to give you full traction. If you can use it, it's going to regulate it so you can get a good launch.
So if you're on a hard pack, more slippery start, it'll kind of change the power curve then?
It'll regulate it even more and give you what you need and not too much. Because with a 450, you can easily dig a trench and you're not going anywhere.
Oh, wow. Okay, and that's not different maps, different buttons. You turn the launch control on and it figures it out for you.
That's exactly right. It's got a precise ECU in there and it's reading it.
Wow.
So it adjusts it on the fly.
I was actually talking to the Joe Gibbs team back in Colorado National, I think about a month and a half ago. They've obviously made some huge strides this summer. Justin Barsha winning a bunch of races. Coulda, shoulda, woulda won the last one at Washougal. And Nicoletti and Pike have had some podium performances as well. And they even said that some of the stuff they were trying in the motors at that factory level were some 2016 things in their bikes. Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of kind of back and forth between all the support teams and the factory teams, and that's one of the reasons you race. You get development and improve and just keep moving forward, making the bikes better and better every year.
And the 250, we waited a long time to get that 250 with the reversed engine and the kind of direct air intake in the front, and everybody knew that style of bike makes power, and in the 250 class, that's what it's all about. We finally got that bike last year. It's back better than ever this year. It's a pretty big advantage to have any type of engine design that gives you an edge in the 250 class.
Yeah, and it's not just the engine reverse. I mean, the bike puts out a lot of power,
Yeah.
but that design, it puts all the center of mass right in the middle. So with the pipe coming out the back and wrapping around the cylinder, you know, that gets all the center of mass in the middle. So you have less to move around. Riders don't get as tired. Suspension can work better. So yeah, the whole package has to work well, and that's what we got last year with the 250F.
Yeah, that's the idea. It feels lighter. On the scale, it might be the same, but it doesn't feel that way when you're on it.
Exactly right. If you've got the gas tank up high, that's weight you've got to swing. Every time you're laying into a corner, you've got to bring it back up. When it's lower, it's less to move around.
As we're watching Garrett, Conaguara's been pushed back to third. Bad lap. He must have went down, went over the 3-minute mark, 3:03. So we're watching our leader Garrett in the 52. Kyle Bourne up to second, the Bourne supremacy. So a change up here, Sean.
Ultimatum and everything.
Bourne ultimatum. So a big change up here. This is a pressure moment. Conaguara got to try to get a spot back. Or Bourne, he's not out of it either if there's a problem in the third moto.
No, not at all. He finished a solid 4th place in the first moto. We saw him up there early in there. And I'm not sure if he had some problems, but obviously right now they got everything figured out, and he's riding strong here in 2nd place.
Your leader is coming through, taking another lap. These are 15-minute motos, by the way, in the 50 class. Look at that, seat bouncing onto that table. White flag is out, seat bouncing to get up over that tunnel. That's awesome for the 4 to 6 class. It's our last lap in this one, so Conaguara's got to try to make something happen and grab a position that could change things drastically for the third motos. The bikes, obviously, we've been talking about them, and I know you got a lot of improvements. But Yamaha's really just revamped their whole amateur system. They've always had great support, but lately with the Jeremy Martin, Cooper Webb, now Plessinger coming through, and I know that you got some guys in the ranks this week, that has paid huge dividends. I mean, you really can't argue with the success of Martin and Webb 1-2 quite often.
Yeah, both of those guys, you know, came through the amateur program. There's a lot of kids out here, a lot of families and moms and dads and aunts and uncles and so forth that they come here and spend a lot of money, a lot of time, and you know, the Blue Crew was designed to support those people. You know, they put a lot into the sport, and we want to help keep the sport growing, so we wanted to try to support those riders as well, and kind of Blue Crew was born from that.
And you got the 2016 bikes people can check out?
We do. We've got them over there, and we'll have them on the track here in just a little bit at intermission.
And the coolest part about it, I mean, you're just rolling those bikes out there. These aren't full race bikes. These guys are going to show how good they can go on the showroom stock item.
The bikes they're going to do today are brand new, box stock, just had gas and oil put in them yesterday, I think.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. So the bikes are good enough where a Plessinger or a factory fill can just hop on it and go.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. All right, we'll see that after our next 50cc moto, and I'm sure they got a lot in the pipeline in the future, but we'll just stick with 2016 news. Any other big highlights you want to mention on the new bikes for 16?
The big thing was the launch control.
Yeah.
You know, the front brake is now 270 millimeters, so we went to the bigger rotor, and with the bigger rotor you get better modulation. So with that, we were able to increase the grip of the pads. The pad's different, so you get more power, better modulation in the front brake. Some minor changes with the 450 in the frame and the motor mounts just to give it a little bit better feel. Minor refinements. The 250F changed the clutch basket and the shift dogs and the transmission just to ease the shifting, especially from first to second when it's really important coming off the gate. And smoothed out the bottom end with some cam changes. All of that, again, to get really good drive out the gate because everybody knows the start is a lot of the race. So we really focused on starting and how the bike comes off the gate, how it launches, you know, and that was the biggest things.
Never even thought about that. Yeah, the shifting, you shift a lot, but it's never more critical than that one shift 10 feet out of the gate. These guys don't have to worry about that. They're running the automatics, and the guy that got it done was Sam Garrett Jr., Kyle Bourne, and William Conaguara. Let's see how this battle for second ends. Bourne and Conaguara. Conaguara had that bad lap. I don't think he's going to be able to catch him. He's got about 7 seconds behind. We were looking at the 46 and the 70
And
Conneguire
he did
it.
Yes,
He
he
got
did
it.
get him. Wow. Very impressive.
Well, Bourne then had the trouble on the last lap, just like Conneguire had on the previous one. He went to the 303s. So, man, as Wes Kane likes to say, the dog days of summer. Bourne probably had second there. He makes a mistake. Conneguire had second earlier. He makes a mistake. Conneguire comes out on top. So we are now looking at a 1-2-2-1 scenario going into the third moto between Sam Garrett and William Conneguire as we set up Garrett's bike on the podium. All right, so we're about half hour away, I'd say, from the Yamaha demo rides. We'll get Plessinger and Phil Nicoletti out there, put the bikes through their paces, and that's going to be fun. That's the only pro demo rides we have this year, so thanks for doing it.
Yeah, glad to do it.
Cool.
All right.
All right, we'll see the Yamahas out there in a little bit. I'll run down there myself, talk to those guys, and a real success story at the ranch is Aaron Plessinger, who raced here forever, but really came into his own in the B class on a Yamaha, and did well in the A class last year. Didn't get the titles that he wanted, but was certainly good enough to have some momentum going into the pros. Really dominated at the Monster Energy Cup in the Amateur All-Star event. Carried that right into Supercross for the podium. And now outdoors getting a podium. That's a heck of a rookie year.
Yes, I was out there at Washougal watching, and he rode great. You know, they had some pretty wet conditions. The weather came through, and the track was pretty sloppy, but it was a good ride for him.
Dude, at one point in the first moto, he was going like 6 seconds a lap faster than anyone on the track. Plessinger, I believe the off-road experience might have had something to say about that, because that was a sloppy first moto. But he's proven fast pretty much on any terrain, and it'll be cool to have him back. That's one of the best things, man. I asked a lot of the rookies that are coming through, Jordan Smith, Hampshire, guys like that, who now no longer have to race here because they're pros, and just said, are you coming? I think I asked Daniel Baker also, are you coming? And they all want to be here so badly. That's bizarre to me. You'd be like, man, I've been racing all year. I want a weekend off. No, they want to come and hang out.
It's something that we did since, you know, we were on 50s. We came here. It's a really family-oriented day, and it's an event that, you know, we spent a lot of time here. But it looks like Wes Kane's ready down on the podium with our top finishers from this class.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys, for giving me a few minutes down here. We got to check these little guys out. Kyle Bourne, congratulations. You're going to get a bronze medal. Good job, Kyle. Come on over here so everybody at RacerTV can see you. Congratulations on your ride. How you doing today? Tell me about it.
Good.
How's your race out there?
Fun.
You got some good people helping you out?
Yeah.
Who are they?
Allegan Motorsports. Mom, Dad, Cody Shock, Snake Creek, Motocross Vasliet, Allegan Motorsports Bell, Scott, Seven,
Great job out there. Congratulations. Put your hands in the air. Show everybody that medal right there. Pick that medal up. Show everybody. Gonna finish third. Kyle Bourne. Great job. Congratulations. We'll see you up here next time. Finishing second, William Conneguire. William Conneguire, come on up here to the podium, William. You're going to get the silver medal. Guys, put your hands together for William Conneguire. Congratulations, William. Great job out there. I want you to tell everybody at home on RacerTV how your race was.
Good. I fell twice. I had a good start. Crashed in the corner right over there and the one in the back.
Who do you want to thank for being up here on the podium at Loretta Lynn's Dude Ranch?
Evie, my aunt, my mom, my dad, my brother, all my friends. Leah, Grenade, Savin, Elusive, Bell, Helmet, Scott. That's about it.
All right, congratulations. Great job out there, William Conneguire. Folks, put your hands together. Hold that medal up. Let them get a look at that medal right there. Now coming up on the podium with a gold medal, give it up for Sam Garrett. And he's going to be the recipient of the Bell Helmets Whole Shot Award. There's your gold medal. We're going to hand you this over here. Hold that up over your head. Everybody, come on, put your hands together. Yeah. Sam, first and foremost, congratulations. Tell me about your whole shot.
I got a good start. You just got to hold it on all the way till you see at Bell Helmets Whole Shot Award.
What gate did you start from? Is there any secret technique that you have down there on the starting gate?
Pretty much nothing.
Tell us about the rest of your race out there. You come home with the gold medal. Tell us about your race.
Another kid passed me, and then I passed him back when he fell and rode a clean race.
Tell me what it means for you to win a gold medal down here at Loretta Lynn. How do you feel?
So happy.
You've been working hard?
Yeah.
Who do you want to thank?
My mom and dad, 60, PAX, Answer, Atlas, Matrix Concepts, Pro Taper, 100%, and everybody I know. And happy birthday to my dad.
All right. Well, that's a great birthday present here. He got a $100 gift card from Bell Helmets for getting that whole shot and a gold medal to take home. Hopefully he can get the championship. Give it up for Sam Garou.
Guru is on fire. How
Hey,
about that?
Groot is on fire.
Yeah, nicely done, Wes.
He don't need no water. He'll just put a Bell helmet on and go on about his way. Hey, congratulations, guys. Back to you up in the announce deck with the famous Jason Wiegelhoff and Sean Hackley.